Adoree, how you doing today, buddy? What's going on?
I'm doing well. How you guys doing?
We
Awesome.
are doing fantastic. Welcome to Giants World. We're excited to have you here for sure. BT and I were speculating about how this actually came about because I know you were highly sought after in the free agent world this year, and it seemed like you came to the Giants and then you never left the Giants. How did this happen for you?
Pretty much, it was just one of those things where I was always praying for clarity about, where I wanted to go and where I wanted to be. And a lot of the dots were connecting for me with people that I probably formerly played with, with the Titans, or when I was in college, or just knowing people through high school from the circuit, growing up playing ball. And then a lot of coaches that recruited me when I was in high school as well, and they're there with the Giants. So it was just a lot of things and pieces that were getting put together for me that I felt like this was, the best decision for me, and it felt like home.
It's interesting you say that. I know I saw we all saw the Instagram photo. I think it was Instagram, maybe it was Twitter, with you with Logan Ryan and the influence that he had. And, BT can attest to this. I know this because I played for the Giants. It hasn't been I put it in quotes, a free agent destination in a while, New York. Did Joe Judge have anything to do with your decision to come here? We know what he's perceived or how he's perceived in the media, but from a player standpoint, what was his influence on you?
I'm just being able to talk to him, and, like you said, what you guys see from the outside is always different. So to be able to, get into the office, sit down with him, talk to him, and be able to pick his brain, not just about football, but about life and different aspects of where I'm trying to be and where I see myself as, and just talking to him and a lot of his values and things that he wanted in a player or as a person, regular in life, added up to what I wanted to be. So I think that was very key for me when being able to sit down and talk with him.
So it's Adoree Jackson, newest pickup of the Giants here on Tiki and Tierney, CBS Sports Radio. Adoree, what was your, or what is your perception of Daniel Jones now? And let's face it, you'll make your money doing your thing on defense, but if the offense isn't cranking up the points, it's tough to win a lot of games. How much you know about Daniel's game, and what do you think of your new quarterback?
I've seen, the throws and the things that he's been able to do. Mobile, can move, can throw the ball on the money as well, being able just to see some of the games, following up on Logan, just watching him. So I was tapped in, a bunch more, watching the Giants play because, Logan's a former teammate of mine and just wanted to see him thrive and excel. So I've seen him, play. And I like his game. That's as much as I can say. I won't say that I know too much about him. I'm not about to be that guy.
I got you.
I know a lot about him. But seeing the games that I did see and seeing the things that he's had done and what he's with, I like his game a lot.
Yeah, it's interesting because, I always say this to BT. Nobody loves you like your mama. That is the team that drafts you. Nobody's going to love you just like the team that drafted you. But you come to New York, and you know how pressure-filled it is to play here. The media, the fans, the scrutiny. Was that daunting to you, or was that something that you actually embrace?
I think it's one of the things that I embrace. It's all about controlling what you can control. And, at the end of the day, I can't control anybody's opinions, anybody's thoughts about me or about the team. The only thing that we can control when we're out there is how we play and we produce. And if we can just focus on ourselves and focus on each other, while we're out there, I think things can be on the great and be on the up. And I feel like that's how I looked about it when I, heard about, coming to New York or being in, it might be hectic with the media or the expectations, but it's just one of those things when you go play ball, that's what you put on your shoulder. It's the weight that you take with it, and you want to go out there and try to exceed past expectations and just thrive.
Teak, any tips? You've been through it, man.
Just
play well. That's the starting
exactly.
point.
No, the cliche, Adoree. You look good, feel good, play good, you get paid good. You already paid good, so you already got the last part right. But New York will embrace you if you just ball. If you are predictably balling, that is, do it every single week. I think you know that. You've been a high leveraged and high profile player since your days, and I'm sure in high school and obviously at USC as well. What do you expect the difference is going to be between the defenses that you ran in Tennessee and what the Giants are going to run? What are you going to be asked to do? Have you gotten that deep yet?
Not really gotten that deep. I really just got my iPad and just going to go talk to PG, Coach Graham, and see, what the things that he wanted and like. But just talking to the guys, pretty much the only thing I expect for us is just to fly around and have fun and enjoy the game. Learn. That's what we talked about a lot, just about learning, what they expect, what they're looking for in a player, and what they want for somebody as a teammate in that aspect. So I know just learning the game, being a student of the game, and going out there and playing and having fun, and just, not bantering, but going back and forth to see, okay, I seen it like this. What do you think? Or how is this going this way? Or what do you think about this? So that's what I pretty much see us, just bouncing ideas off of each other and just learning and growing. And I feel like, playing with Logan before and knowing what he brings to the table with his smarts and his IQ, just a good person, a good player. I feel like that's great to have on the back end.
That's Adoree Jackson of the Giants here. So I'm always curious how it works. You're a young guy. You're in your mid-20s. By the way, you married? Any family, or is you just still rolling solo at this point?
Oh, no, I'm not married.
Okay. So you signed with the Giants. You had established a setup in a different city. I mean, have you moved yet? Have you found? Do you go for the house? Do you go for an apartment? And then transit? How do you, when you're actually moving? Because I think a lot of people they don't factor in that you guys are still human beings and you actually have to do this. Where are you at in the moving process? Did you bounce yet or no?
No, I did not, and I had got a spot out there in Tennessee, so it's just me just holding on to it because I don't want to just rush and take everything and get up out of there. I want to make sure everything that when I do move or when I do leave, it makes sense and it's right. I get the right spot, not just trying to rush into something and rush into anything. So at least I don't have to worry about my belongings there at the time. I have family down there, so they'll be able to watch anything for me that is need be. And then by that time, with pack everything up and thinking about taking a trip, down to Jersey to find something and see what's going to be beneficial and convenient, not just for me but my family. And that's pretty much how I'm rolling about it, just taking it a day at a time but not trying to take it too slow because, those days turn into weeks and the weeks turn into months and next thing you know, it's going to be camp and the season is here. So for sure going to be on top of it and trying to find something to stay.
Well, how the coronavirus destroyed the economy everywhere, and it devastated real estate prices in New York City. Adoree, when I played, I lived on the Upper East Side of Manhattan, and it was amazing. It takes some getting used to, but if I was to give you a little piece of advice, and you have some money in your pocket, invest in real estate in New York City because it's at a low right now, and it's only going to go higher again.
That's true. And also keep the real estate in Tennessee. Rent that out for a little bit because we know that's the fastest growing city. Don't sell it. Hold on to it.
Yeah.
No, of course. I'll for sure be doing that. That's why I'm holding on tight to it, trying to wait for the market and everything around it makes sense for when I do, plan to rent it out. It's beneficial.
Yeah, no, we love down there in Tennessee, Nashville.
It's awesome.
It's amazing. I didn't realize until we went for the draft a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Adoree, when I think about this Giants team, just historically, it's always been defense that's been the key to some of their biggest successes. Even with Eli winning the Super Bowl MVP, they beat the Patriots because the defense got after Tom Brady and that Pats offense. You go back to the LT days. There's a storied history of great defenders here in New York. Can you see yourself fitting into that realm, that storyline? Is that one of the reasons to come to New York?
That's always the plan. And we think about the history and Super Bowls that came through there, and then it's one of those things where you want to be a part of that. You want to be a part of something great and be a part of some tradition. And I feel like when I talk to the guys, Logan or wherever it may be, that's one of the main things we talk about, just trying to be special, be great, and putting a dent in the history because at the end of the day, history keeps going and keeps going, but just try to put a dent and get your name and embarked in it. It's one of the things that is a great feeling to have. I mean, everybody dreamed of it growing up from playing Pop Warner to even if you're in the league now. About trying to win a Super Bowl, be a part of something great. Either it's a great offense or great defense, but you always hear the story, defense wins championships and offense sells, tickets. So it's one of the things where playing on the defensive side, it's like, it's an honor, to play defense and especially to play it in New York.
Well, I'm a Jets fan, so it pains me to say this, but I got to keep it real. Giants fans are phenomenal. They're going to embrace you. They are great. You're playing for a great organization, great fan base. And by the way, your buddy Sam Darnold, if he didn't get dealt the other day, you guys could have caught up for a beer. I mean, are you surprised? I got to ask you about Darnold. You're both USC guys. Are you surprised that he was first of all, are you guys friends? Have you talked to Sam Darnold at all in the last couple of weeks or no?
No, I haven't talked to him because I know it's hectic. And when news broke about me, I already know how crazy it was. And so I just wanted to give him some time. And eventually, I'll just reach out and tell him congrats. I'm happy for him and excited. Man, I played with him. And some of the things that, he's done at USC and even in the league. And, it's just crazy to hear, things people may say about a player, about a person, and really not know them and know what's going on. So I'm just happy for him. And, one of the things that I can't, in Tennessee, Coach Vrabel talked about having second chances. And he was like, it's rare that you get second chances. And, for the opportunity for things to happen the way they did for him with the Jets and him getting another opportunity to go out there and thrive and shine, it's one of those things where I'm just happy for him. It's one of the things, genuinely just happy. I just want to see him succeed, because not just playing with him, but just knowing him as a person.
I'm with you.
I know he's a great guy.
I think he's going to do well. I think a lot of people expect a little renaissance out there in Carolina. Tiki, I'll let you say goodbye to your guy, Giant to Giant. Go ahead, pal.
Yeah, man, just good luck to you. I'm looking forward to seeing you out there. I'm sure, hopefully, we'll be able to get to some games this year. Last year it was all empties over at the at Giant Stadium, or the Meadowlands, I should say.
You better start calling it. Yeah, it's not Giant Stadium anymore, buddy.
Dude, I played in Giant Stadium.
Yeah, but you're not playing now, so it ain't Giant Stadium.
It's not even Giant Stadium.
It's MetLife.
But Adoree, good luck to you. Appreciate you hopping on with us for a little bit, and I'm sure we'll catch up with you sometime down the line once we get closer to the season.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you a lot, and you guys for having me, and I want to wish you a happy birthday. Enjoy yourself.
Thank you, brother.
Take care and have a blessed one.
Appreciate you.
Adoree Jackson. Nice. Happy birthday from the newest Giant. Very good.
Our secondary is starting to look really good right now.
I know.
I'm telling you.
I know.
James Bradbury. Peppers, if he
yes,
gets healthy again.
yes.
Logan Ryan, who was his boy, obviously, and now Adoree Jackson.
You got Blake Martinez in the middle tackling everybody. You guys,
That's right.
You got Leonard Williams who's
re-signed.
You guys should be good, Teak. I'll tell you what, if this was the old days, right? I know the guys aren't going to be hitting each other in camp, but if this was the old day, even your day, then the defense for the Giants going up against the Giants, like Saquon's back, and obviously you bring Kenny Golladay, Sterling Shepard's pretty good, Ingram, he drops some, but he's a good weapon. Like, that would be a fun little matchup to watch in camp, offense, defense.
Physicality, I agree with you. And we got some dogs on the offensive line a little bit, too.
Yeah. So. Giants going to be good this year. I'm bullish on the G-Men. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell to be notified when we drop fresh content.